Markeisha is vicious. And the reason I say that is because I used to do high-level armed security, right? So I used to watch people for a living and watch mannerisms, and I needed to know who's who and figure out people's personalities. Markeisha may do like one thing similar to me. You will not catch me in an argument with somebody. Now, I'll tell you how I argue later, but LaWanda, you know exactly where she's coming from. If she's upset with you, you know why, you know what you did, and you know when. Markeisha, if she is upset, she is not going to let you know that. For example, when she went over to LaWanda's house and LaWanda threw the fur, Markeisha was so jealous when she found out that he bought her a van. She was on fire. So all episode long, she was trying to figure out how to get back at Terry or how to make him pay her more attention, to be up here, because she realized LaWanda is the baby mother and she has something that she does not have with Terry. Terry is grimy as all get out. He is back and forth with these women, buying them gifts and stuff like that. So now Markeisha's been trying to get attention this whole episode, and it's like she's 0 for 2. First of all, you're messy. Why are you going over to LaWanda's house? But you did it because you wanted to show your face and let her know that you was around, because Terry wasn't giving you the time of day. She tried to cover it with, oh, I'm coming over to show the baby love. Keyword, I'm here, I'm in his life. That's all that was. So she was feeling useless the whole episode. And then she seen an old flame. She saw somebody that is crushing on her real bad. And she's like, okay, I can use him to get Terry jealous. So she calls this guy up and invites him over there and invites Terry over so that they both bump head. And she makes it seem like, my mistake, Terry, this is a friend. Terry should have been paying attention because she invited him there. But he was not paying attention to that tidbit information. Now, this guy is clearly a crooked cop, because I noticed at the end when they were showing the previews for the next episode, the cop mentions to Terry that you are not able to provide her a high-level lifestyle like he could. I know a cop's salary, and that ain't it. So he's definitely moonlighting, meaning doing some extra work on the side. Pretty much, he's in the game. He's probably on the Blazers, people. Definitely. Interesting. So where I say it's dangerous is the way that man sized up Terry. The guy is cocky and he will get his hands dirty, even if he has to do underhanded stuff. Now, Terry does not need those problems because he has his own problems. He has Henrietta, he's got his crew that he's got to worry about, and he's trying to make his money. So for Markeisha to sit up there and start more beef because she's feeling, oh, no one loves me, she had to make it about her. Dangerous. I don't even know if I should tell y'all, but the mind game that I may play a little bit, I'm not dangerous to that extent. It's more so if I feel like I'm being ignored, I just double down on it. Like, I am not going to answer the calls as soon as you call me. And then when the guy tries to figure out, like, I haven't been able to reach you, what's going on, I'll try to make him feel like he's crazy. What are you talking about? I've been busy. And then they feel like, I am bugging. And then it'll go on, just make it seem everything like minute and you're not paying them much attention. People do not like when they're not getting a certain amount of attention. You'll start collecting rent in people's heads. But I do know one thing. Next time you call, they pick up quick. So anyway, back to this episode real quick. There's a lot going on between Terry and Markeisha, but that's pretty much that in the nutshell. When we talk about Saweetie, I don't know what y'all saw. There was no chemistry between Saweetie and Meech. And I kept trying to be like, it said that's a love interest, but I couldn't see it. And at the end, it was like forced together. But she's not going to last long because she can't act. Cash Doll was pretty good. I miss Cash Doll, actually. Poor girl. I miss her because she was pretty good. as a love interest. I saw the chemistry and everything, you know? The swag. Meech is playing ball, getting to know Carter and Jay Pusha. Carter gets taken. Boom. I'm sorry. That just happened to be the name of a movie. Now, I feel like Jay Pusha was being ridiculous. His poor brother Carter, who did not ask for none of this mess, is sitting there listening to the guys that took him negotiate with his brother, and he hears them say that his brother is not going to negotiate. And he's like, he's a good actor. You could see the genuineness in his eyes, the fear. He's a good actor. Come on. 50, you gotta make people audition, like celebrity or not. And by the way, it is Jay Pusha's fault that they took him in the first place, because he gave them some funky weight. And he should have been like, you know what? Well, I mean, it's a deal breaker after you take my brother. But he started it. He did. Terry is cheap. Well, he's cheap when it comes to his boys, his crew, his friends. He's not cheap with women. Meech is trying to tell him like he needs a certain amount so that he can help Jay Pusha. And Terry's like, we don't help people. Meech understands that when you help somebody out of a certain bind, they will ride with you for life. And that is why he has such a tight crew. However, Jay Pusha is like, you didn't even bend for your brother though. I do have questions about him and his erratic behavior. Jay Pusha was so erratic that Meech had to go behind his back because Jay kept antagonizing the guys that had the brother. Instead of like trying to buy more time, he was like, I'm gonna really get you. I'm gonna get you more. And it's like, dude, they have your brother. Calm down. Meech saves the day, finds out who has the guys, yokes him up, an eye for an eye, of course, gets the brother back, and lets the guys go about their merry way. Meanwhile, Terry got this whole situation going on because Henrietta's walking around wearing the jacket of Terry's homeboy. Embarrassing. So he's like, I'm gonna go meet with Blaze, Henrietta's father. Why Blaze is sitting there talking about here's a gift, and it's like, dude, your daughter is out of control. And Blaze is like, oh, well, I can't control her, but we still got a peace offering, right? And I'm like, dude, the peace offering is your daughter getting under control. That is why, and that is the only reason Terry came to you in the first place. That's what I'm Blaze is too much of a softie. Yo, she might take him out first. We'll see. We got everybody gunning for Henrietta. You got Terry's crew, you got Jen, and you got Brian. Which Jen and Brian could be the same person, but they both don't even be online sometimes. But he does come up with a good plan. Everybody that is being supplied by Henrietta is now flipped to Terry's side because Terry gave them a big discount on the weight. It's so remarkable that they're just going to be making tons of money, and then he'll go back to a regular price. Lucille and Charles. I'm over it. I am so over it. Charles, if Lucille wants to leave, let her go. Let her go. Why do you want to be with somebody that keeps telling you they don't want to be with you? Let her figure out what's going on with the doctor. However, I will say this real quick. Why when Charles picked up the flowers that the doctor sent to Lucille, he read the letter, he told her, have fun eating linguine. I heard it's small. See, I'm telling you, Charles know who the doctor is. How are you hearing that this guy is small? And I don't think that was a joke. I think he's heard the talk around town. And he keeps warning Lucille. The grass ain't always greener. He can't just throw money at stuff. Let her go and let her figure it out. She's so stressed out. Let it go. And as for the doctor, he's like, oh, I want a relationship. He probably just want to taunt Charles or something because, first of all, he doesn't give a F about her family. Because he is just calling the house and all of this stuff. Even the little girl's picking up the phone and you talk about, let me speak to Lucille. Come on, stop being so rude. He don't care about your family, Lucille, do you? And she's being a hypocrite. She goes to Terry. I'm not happy with you. And he's like, listen, you're doing the same thing. Stay out of my business. You see, Lucille just doesn't self-reflect sometimes. She could tell you what everybody else is doing wrong. That's that one lady tells you what everybody else doing, but they don't tell you what they're doing. And she's definitely hot for Doctor. And she didn't even want to get in a Yo, has she ever been to this man's house? No. 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 And he ain't even asked to take her to the house. She ready to go right in that car. One more thing. So when Lucille originally went up to go visit her grandbaby and they were talking about the doctor, did you not see LaWanda's mother's face like kind of like salty? Because LaWanda was like, I don't know what I would have did if the doctor wasn't there. LaWanda's mother was looking like you would have still had the baby. Because everyone is trying to praise the doctor and she was kind of salty. Clearly, LaWanda's mother does have a type and she's about that coin. So she definitely would date the doctor or would have. And she was looking kind of cute. I'm not gonna, I'm not into women, but I know when somebody looks beautiful. It's sad. She comes up with a plan where she's going to meet Henrietta, and she actually looks very nice as a disguise. I get that whole look she had going on. And she tells Detective Bryant that I'm in, and Detective Bryant was like, all right, next time bring me along. So we're going to see how that ends. Now, LaWanda, I understand it's not about the money and you want Terry home, but keep your fur in the closet, please. Don't give Markeisha your fur. And ride around in your van. You have 2 children. Calm down. You could be mad. Keep your gifts, please. Anyway, I'm Amina Rose. Thank you for watching. Amina, seen it. Thank you.